Good morning and welcome to Kansas City, Kansas Early Childhood Center. You are either a new employee, a new teacher, or a teacher who wants a refresher in Seesaw. So let's get started. All right, you will have gotten your log information from your learning coach, and it should be your email with a temporary password. And after you get logged in, you can change your password. And so in the upper left-hand corner, nut and bolt, you click on that and you go into your account settings. Just make sure your name is in there. You can add a picture. You can put your office number in there, school directory. You definitely want to get email notifications, and if you want tips and tricks or not, those are all things that you can decide if you want. I have my ambassador status here at the bottom, and that's where I will find my toolbox kit. In the upper right-hand corner, you will click on the wrench, and that's where your class settings are. You should have your students already listed in your Seesaw classroom. If you do not, contact Tracy, and she is in charge of that, and she will make sure that your class is showing up. You can change the color of the setting. You can add a picture. Right now mine says HP, which I will be changing that to a llama. You can manage your students. New items need approval. I unchecked that students can see each other's work. I just want them to see their own, and enable sample student, because that's good for you to try out your lessons on the sample student. Definitely enable family access. You have a way to invite families in case they're not on they're not connected with Seesaw. And then the class blog. I use the class blog for birthdays. When we're online, I have our friends decorate a little birthday card type thing, and they leave a message that says happy birthday. And so that's what we use the blog for. The first thing that when you come in, you may see the journal. This is where students are uploading their assignments, completing their assignments. Then you're going to click on activities. That's the little light bulb. This is where you assign activities. You can also schedule activities and archive them. So the green circle with the white plus is how you add an assignment. So you're going to click on add assignment. You're going to have your library, which are just things that you've created. You also have the school district library, and you have a community library. So there's going to be all kinds of lessons in there for you to choose from. And I have mine set to pre-K. You can also divide it out by subjects. Right now I have mine to school district, and I'm gonna look up Pete the cat, because the first couple of weeks we're gonna be reading about Pete the cat, and I would like to see what some of the lessons are. So this one already I have favorited. So if you like it, you click on the heart and it'll be favorited. But say for instance, when you're looking at this and you're thinking, I don't want to use rice cakes. So then you come down here to the three dots at the bottom, and you will copy and edit activity. So that will make a copy, and you are able to edit whatever it is you want. Maybe you don't want it to be a cooking activity. Maybe you just want it to be maybe a Play-Doh activity. Or like I said, you don't want the rice cakes, you switch it out for something else. Or maybe you want to use raisins instead of M&Ms. You also you can add voice instructions, which I found very helpful for when preschoolers were online and they couldn't read the directions. One of the new features with adding voice instructions that will be coming up for this school year is closed captioning. So once we make a recording, it will add closed captioning to that. So if maybe we have some not hearing students or some parents that are not able to hear, then that closed captioning will come up. If you like the picture, you can keep that there. Otherwise, you can mark the X and put your own picture. Here's a template. If you want them to add something at the end, maybe once they get their little Pete the cat made, you want them to upload a photo. So they can either add a photo. Otherwise, I start with a drawing. And this is like a clean slate. So I will add a shape or a background. So let's just go with a green. We're going to add that for a background. And then I'm going to add voice instructions. Click start record. After you finish making your Pete the Cat, take a picture with your iPad and post it here. Enjoy eating Pete the Cat. Then just click done and you will have voice instructions on your little click start record. After you finish making your Pete. All right. Now, in order for them to upload it, a picture, you're going to want to go to the number 1 slide and duplicate. Now, you're going to click on the recording here and you're going to slide it across the page. In fact, you can actually delete it because the instructions are on the first slide and they're going to post it on the second slide right here. Since there's a recording on that first slide, it won't allow them to post a picture. And then come up to the upper right-hand corner, click your green circle with the white check mark, and everything is set. Now, if you like it that way, you can just click save. But I would come down here to the skills level and click on edit. Okay, what is the purpose of your cooking lesson? What skill are you wanting them to learn or maybe practice? And it could be just approaches to learning. So you would click that box and come back up here to the green circle with the white check mark. And now you have one skill, because that will help when it comes for data collection and putting it into DP for grades. And now it's all saved, but we have to assign it. So in this green box where it says assign, you click on that. And you're just going to have one classroom. It'll be your homeroom. And then if you click assign right away, it's going to assign it right away. So if you want it set for maybe next Friday, then click on the schedule on the bottom and then move the dot to assign on a specific date. I'm going to say we start school the 17th. So on the 19th. And usually I will put it at 7 o'clock in the morning, because there are some students that get up that early and they're excited about doing the lesson. So now we have it set for August 19th at 7 a.m. And that's when it will be posted. Make sure to click on assign for August 19th and you are all ready to go. When we click on homeroom, it'll take us back and there's our activity. You know what? I do think I want to use raisins. You can come up here and hit the edit button and go in and take out M&Ms and replace it with raisins. And remember when I told you that you could try it out on one of your sample students, double click on sample student and make sure you're on the hand. So on the very bottom, go down to the hand, otherwise you will start drawing. And then when I click on the record, it will hear my voice instructions. And then on page 2, they will be able to take a picture or a video or upload. If they took a picture on their iPad, then they can upload it or just take a picture right away. And then they're going to come up here and they're going to hit the green circle with the white check mark and their sample will be right there. At any time, if you have any questions, you can email me at lori.brunner@kckps.org if you have any Seesaw questions. Or they do have a specific frequently asked question page on Seesaw, and it's help.seesaw.me. And you can come in here and you can read about setting up my class, if I forgot my password, adding a co-teacher. You can add up to 20 teachers on your Seesaw account. It's wonderful because you may have a speech pathologist, you may have 2 co-teachers, maybe you have the behavioral specialist that wants to add a lesson once a week on social emotional. It's wonderful to have those extra teachers. And then there's down here, there's basics, beyond the basics, families, troubleshooting. There's all kinds of articles on the help page. It is awesome. Now you've gotten really familiar with Seesaw and you're wondering, how do I go beyond just using Seesaw in my class? Well, there is a program called Seesaw Pioneers. And you can go to this page right here, web.seesaw.me/pioneer-program. And you can sign up on this page. And there are other trainings in there that aren't on the regular Seesaw page. And typically, once you are a Seesaw Pioneer, which is an hour training, after about 7 or 8 months, then you can apply to be a Seesaw ambassador, just like me. And that's another webpage. And there's other trainings in there. And the benefits of being a Seesaw ambassador are we get sneak peeks of things that are coming, which is how I knew that the closed captioning was coming. Opportunities for professional development, training opportunities. And in this instance where I'm training you, you can do it at your leisure, which is wonderful. You will enjoy using Seesaw as a platform. If you have any questions, again, don't hesitate to email me at Lori.Brunner. Lori is Lorie .BRUNNER at kckps.org. I'm in room O, the llama room, if you want to stop by. Enjoy Seesaw.